between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Holmes. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from Yale.
Well, the defense did a nice nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back, fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The Canes are in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running into the open space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Grab near the marker. It's Marion. Touchdown, Hurricane! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Creates a little space. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys.
Sends it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down, they'll try to do it for a second time in the opening quarter. Spits it out to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
The Seminoles come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expect and run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Beck. That's caught. It's Pringle. Oh, better look out. Out of bounds at at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward.
Continues to fight for yards. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Grab near the sticks. It's live. Touchdown, Caves! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 21 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 33. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. to throw. It's Castellanos. Quarterback extends the play. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's back. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on second down. catch in the middle. It's Bauman. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. Caught behind the line. It's Bauman. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 28 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Pringle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation. They've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run. And I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you can tell all eyes on this team. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they just
breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
Yeah, and the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
From the gun, give on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Yeah, when you're backed up coming out, you got to get that first down. You got to get a little bit of yards. You don't want to punt out of your own end zone. Nice job feeding the rock, handing it off, and getting a big gain.
Yeah, but conversely, David, doesn't someone on defense have to make a play? I mean, you know you had this golden opportunity now to at least get a stop, force a punt, and give your offense the ball back, maybe at midfield. Just a poor job defensively of fitting that run and making tackles.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find, sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen, whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Fakes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They'll try to run for it. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and this offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to throw. It's back. Here's a throw downfield late.
Well, you look at the clock. We've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Spins away from the defender. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired.